Hi, welcome to MORSAMOUR Studios. I'm your host, Alexander Flexman, and today we're with a local band called Free to Grow. Hi.
Hello.
You guys want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jeff Patch, and I started Free to Grow as a vehicle to perform and record music that I wrote.
Nice. That's awesome.
My name's James Morrison, and I joined Free to Grow last year, the year before. I've been in the band less than 2 years.
Just a little less than 2.
Nice. All right, so tell us a bit about yourself. Who are you as an artist in a band?
I got the who in my brain now. Who are you? Well, I'm a guy who's old, who when I first was starting to play guitar as a teenager, I started to write songs immediately. And I grew up being influenced by the Beatles, and so aspired to be some kind of musician. And then I grew up and I sold out to the man and put music to the side, although I always kept writing songs. And so for about 50 years I wrote songs, and then I went on to a career in natural resource management.
Okay.
And then when I finished my career, I said, well, I've got decades of music. I'll do music now.
Nice. That's awesome. So what kind of music do you make and play? You said the inspiration was the Beatles.
Initially, and so I grew up listening to the Beatles and Pink Floyd and Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, Jethro Tull, some big influence. And so those are bands I grew up with. Fortunate to see a couple of them live, like Led Zeppelin, Jethro Tull. Yeah, the Kashmir tour. Anyway, I have foggy memories of some of that stuff. So, classic rock is my influence because I grew up on that. And but I also have a folky bent.
Okay.
I have older siblings, and my sister was into things like Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, and Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
And Gordon Lightfoot. And so I heard a lot of that. But then I had an older brother, 2 older brothers, but my oldest brother, he was into the Beatles, and so we had Beatles records at home. And he also saw them at the Forum when their 1966 tour. So Beatles were a big influence initially.
Okay, nice. When did you start releasing music?
In 2014.
Okay.
So Free to Grow started then and immediately released an album.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice.
And so we just released our 6th album on Saturday.
Oh, really? What's the name of the album?
Assorted Ruminations.
Assorted Ruminations. Okay. Make sure to go check out the album. Is it on all streaming platforms?
Yes.
Nice.
And engineered by somebody here who has the gift of doing such things.
Magical person that can do all the things, the technological stuff.
That's me.
Yeah, he's a unicorn. Plays guitar, sings,
I love the little trailer you used for you and Colin.
Oh.
Like in space, like floating around.
Oh, yeah.
I love those little trailers. So what do you love about our music community, and what would you change?
Well, what I love is that there's been a lot of collaboration over those 6 albums.
Yeah.
And so, for example, the one we released last year had 17 people on it.
Really?
Beyond the band, other people came in and out. So there's a lot of cooperation and interaction with people within the music community. And there's a lot of great players in Fredericton. We're really lucky that way. And so for this latest album, I said, well, let's cut it down. Let's keep it within the band. So it's only 15 people in total, including guests on the latest album. As far as what would I change, I might change a lot because I find Fredericton to be very, very cliquey.
Yep.
And who you know and who you're in with will dictate whether you get the prize gigs around town. And those people don't include other people.
Nope.
And I think that's terrible.
I fully agree.
For example, when we won 2015 the Rising Star and Harvest,
Yeah.
And so, great thing. And we ended up opening for the previous year's winner. So next year I called the Harvest people and I said, do we have to apply to play, or will we get a gig as a result? They said, no. They laughed and said, no, if you want to play, you have to go play at the Cat for free and do a battle of the bands. And if you win that, then you'll get to play.
Really?
Meanwhile, the 3 bands that we competed with, they all played Harvest. They were all part of that community. And so I have a love-hate relationship with the Harvest Festival as a result.
Yeah.
Which is sad. It's
No, I've had issues applying for them for years now, and one of my friends works like Harvest and sent me the application for this year, and I was just like, I don't really know if I should apply. And they were like, but you've doubled all of your like experience this year and where you've played. And I'm like, yeah, but it's who you know.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It doesn't matter where I've played. Yeah.
So, and it's not just there. It's around the province.
Oh, 100%.
So it's a New Brunswick thing. It's worse in Fredericton. But
that's what a lot of people say too.
And then it's a regional thing, because the people complain regionally. The people that, some of them who are part of the in-group around locally, complain about the fact that ECMAs is run by Nova Scotia people, and they keep New Brunswick people out, and they're whining about that, and I go, pot, meat, kettle.
Yeah.
Well, that's just my feeling.
Yeah.
So, and I don't mind saying it because I'm old and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Good way to be, in my opinion.
By the way, we're really proud of James.
Yeah.
Because we had a live interview.
Yeah.
At CHSR, who was great at, as you know, CHSR promotes
They're
local
awesome.
music. Yes.
Yeah.
And in the live interview, it went about 40 minutes, and James didn't say fuck once.
That's impressive.
Pretty fucking impressive. I have a hard time going 40 seconds without swearing, let alone 40 minutes.
No, me too. I don't know how I got through, I think, the first 2 interviews on here without cursing. The third one I cursed, but that was because we had so many mistakes and bloopers. It was like 20 minutes of bloopers and 10 minutes of the actual interview.
Anyway, we should hear about James.
Yeah.
Because I talk a lot, and I want to monopolize all this. Because he has an interesting history.
Do I?
Yap away?
Any particular questions? What do you want to know? I don't know.
When did you start making music and playing?
I started playing when I was 13, so that would have been 1997, thereabouts. I've always been into music. My mother was a sound engineer. Stepdad was a guitar player for the Winter Country Showcase at the time. My sister, who is also in the band, her father played guitar for the Winter Country Showcase. So I've been around it my entire life, basically. Never really got into the creation side of it from a songwriter standpoint. It's not why I do it. In the creation as far as production is concerned. So, after the song is written, I come in and be creative, so to speak. So, my ideas are more like sounds as opposed to concepts and chord progressions and melody, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I started doing production work probably 2013, thereabouts, and like anything else when you first start out, I sucked.
Yeah.
And then accrued some knowledge and some experience and some better gear along the way, and now I still suck, but it's been 12 years.
You suck? God, why did we have you do that? No, the album's fantastic, so...
I'll have to go listen to it after this interview. So, what do you love about our community, and what would you change?
Love about the community. Well, I'm not sure if I'd change anything, just because I don't have the same sort of experiences that Jeff has, just because I'm in it differently. If I were to change anything, I wish that there was a lot more money to go around for all the artists involved. That way they could, and just so their quality of life would be better, but also they'd be able to pay me more when they come to me for production work or sound work and all that sort of stuff. So more money that artists have, the more money they have to pay me. So I guess if I was to change anything, that would be it. Seems like the price for a band in the 1970s versus today hasn't gone up with inflation at all.
Yeah.
Still getting paid about the same. So I would change that for sure. I think with the advent of streaming platforms, that music has been devalued to the point where I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
It's good to have a dream, though.
Yeah.
Always good to have a dream. So who would you both love to perform with and see live? Whether it's local or all-time dream favorite kind of thing, you know?
David Gilmour.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Pink Floyd fan. Grew up on them. And love the way he plays. So that'd be my dream.
Gilmour would be a big one for me too. Him and or any iteration of Pink Floyd. I'd like to see Roger Waters as well. But, then after that, probably Tool, Metallica.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not alive and even died before I started playing guitar. But would love to have seen Nirvana.
Yeah. Nirvana would have been awesome to see live.
Yeah, it's an interesting contrast between James and I because there's a generational difference. And as a 90s grunge kid, you know, and he's also influenced the Free to Grow music in his production and in his playing, and so we have songs that are probably a lot more heavier than our earlier albums as a result of our collaboration.
That's one
So
of the
that's
most beautiful
cool.
things about collaboration, though, is you get a little bit of everyone's style and what they love about music mixed in with it, and that's something I think is always amazing, especially when it's someone you click with very well. Yeah. And what are your career goals and dreams?
Well, I'm retired, so my career is over. Musically, I keep coming up with music. It's like we've already started working on a few songs that, you know, since the album that was just released. So
That's amazing.
So there'll be new music coming, and you know, influences are everywhere. You'll be watching a TV show or a movie or seeing something or hearing a phrase on the news, and that, oh, that's an idea, and I'll build on that. So I have an iPad that I write in the notes, little phrases and things, and it's full of weird shit, you know, just for years. And plus I have that backlog of music that I still draw from songs that I wrote 20, 30 years ago or even more, and go, well, I haven't really written a song that we've recorded that incorporates that, so I've still got a lot of stuff in the tank.
Yeah.
So I just want to continue to make music.
It's amazing. It's amazing. We love that. We always need more music, in my opinion, whether it's worth 0.003 cents or nothing, you know? Music is everything, you know?
Yeah, but I concur with James on the streaming and the revenue, and it really sucks, you know.
Yeah.
For me, where I'm retired and I have a pension to live on, I've been doing music basically full time for about 11 years, and the revenue from that does not support.
No.
It's not sustainable without that other income to do what I do, and so the costs of recording and distribution and all that. I mean, the only way you make money is through gigs.
Yep. Or selling merch.
Yeah, or selling merch.
Yeah.
So this is the Free to Grow t-shirt, $25. $5 from every sale goes to the Cancer Society, because I'm a cancer survivor too from a few years back, and it's all good now. And this was designed by Amanda L. Case, who's been in the band from the beginning in 2014.
Oh, nice.
And so she does our album art.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And this was also the main thing that was on we did a live album that we released last year. And so this represents, we had a period of time, I think it was 4.5 years, where we didn't perform live. Because first I got sick with cancer. Well, first Amanda had a baby, and not her fault, but it was wonderful. And then I got cancer, and then the pandemic hit. So bang, 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 all this stuff happened over a few years. So Phoenix rising from the ashes.
It's a beautiful symbol for that.
We've arisen, and we're back, baby.
Oh, that's great. You guys had an album release show on the weekend as well, didn't you, on Saturday? Mm-hmm. Nice. How did that go?
Sharp Street Art Center. It went pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Went fine. It was pretty stressful for me because I had to do a lot of the setup and that sort of stuff, and a lot of like the pre-production work. We did have great people helping. Like we had a guy by the name of Doug Schwartz who played harmonica on one song, helped set up, and the bass player from the opening band, Keegan and Van Glorians, his name is Ollie LeBlanc. He helped do front of house sound and stuff for us when we played, so I didn't have to tear my hair out over that while I was playing. I could just be on stage and be a guitar player, which doesn't happen very often anymore. But that was nice.
Nice.
Shout out to Ollie, because
Yeah.
he's just a major
He's a tank.
supporter.
Yeah.
And does everything for everybody in the music scene locally. So he's and he played bass on 3 of the songs, I think, on our album.
Oh, nice.
So one of the 15.
Yeah, he does everything. Literally
Yeah.
does everything. I know he's come over and helped me a few times with my guitars and helping with my setups and stuff like that too. Yeah, no, he's awesome.
So people like that are what make the
Music community.
better.
Yeah, it's the good patchwork. Because like,
Patchwork.
yeah, we love good patchwork. But I find like most people that come out to support are either musicians or friends of musicians.
Yeah, we had a lot of musicians in the
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah, exactly. But they always care so much, and they always seem to be like very good patchwork, if that makes sense, you know? Like, no, I wouldn't say like every single one, but you know, the ones that are going out to shows and the ones that are helping out like Ollie, like that's what makes the community so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you get a big crowd out or not, it's people like that that make it way better.
Yeah, and so we're very grateful to him. We also, because I'm a member of the New Brunswick Film Co-op, had a couple of people, Anna Melanson and Daniel McLeod, also from the NB Film Co-op, and we rented equipment from there. So we filmed. So we're going to have some
Nice.
really cool videos
Oh, that's
to go with the
awesome.
audio that was recorded, thanks to James.
Nice.
And so we did have a gig. Was it this past summer? It was this past summer where James did the sound while he was playing.
Oh.
And I thought, we'll never ask him to do that again, because you could tell, like, jeez. I haven't tried that, but this was verging on that on Saturday.
Oh my god.
But at least Ollie was there to do front of house to help when, so James could just hopefully concentrate on playing rather than
Enjoy
worrying
playing
about
for the most part.
all that other crap.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of hassle, and you're doing so many people's jobs at once. It's not fun. So I have one last question here for you guys. If you had one wish, what would it be?
I would hope for world peace and cure for cancer. So those kinds of global things would be nice. And end to fascism.
Yeah. Those are great wishes. Love that.
Well, yeah, we have a couple songs that are along that bent. So
Amazing. Love that.
a bit. Sometimes I write political stuff. Sometimes just bizarre stuff that James says, were you on mushrooms when you wrote that?
Maybe. Maybe. What would your wish be, James?
I just want the U.S. to get straightened out in whatever way that happens.
Yeah. You know, maybe not another world war, you know?
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
nice. I fully agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm past draft age, so I don't have to worry about getting drafted into something. But yeah, would like for that to all simmer down. But aside from that, I'm good for right now. That's on the forefront of my mind, though.
100%. 100%. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks so much for having us.
Of course. I'm Alexander Flexford from MORSAMOUR Studios, and this is episode 5 of the podcast interviews with Free to Grow.
Fuck yeah!
Have an awesome day.